Good day, guys. Welcome back to another episode. In today's video, we are going to be checking out Koch-Chemie Magic Wheel Cleaner. Hopefully I said it right. I feel like I did. So as I mentioned, we're going to be checking out Koch-Chemie's Magic Wheel Cleaner. I will go over a few things on the bottle. We're going to be checking this stuff out to see how well it cleans on a touchless and then also on an agitated wash. The wheels that I have, I will show you. They are kind of dirty. They're not horrible. There is some mild dust, some dirt, some brake dust. Nothing super crazy, but there is some dirt on the wheels. They're not clean by any means. So I want to see how this stuff performs on a touchless and on a contact wash. I'll go over a few things on the bottle. While I'm going over those things that they have to say about this wheel cleaner on the bottle, I will show you the wheels. We'll kind of do a quick walk around while I'm reading over this stuff. First impressions of the bottling and the labeling. It is a very nice, sturdy bottle. It seems to have a really nice feel to the sprayer on it as well. So hopefully the sprayer atomizes and sprays the product as well as I'm hoping. Very excited. This is kind of a new product lineup from Koch-Chemie that is starting to make its way to the US. They've been over in Europe, and Germany is where it's from for quite some time, but now their products are starting to make it over to the US. So I got kind of excited to see some newer products for us here in the States that I could try out. So I had to pick this up to try it. And I want to pick some more of their product lineup to give a shot and try and do reviews on. So if that is something that you're interested in seeing, definitely drop that in the comments below. With that being said, please remember to smash that thumbs up if you like this video. It helps the video out tremendously in YouTube's algorithms. Your guys' support is what makes the channel so great. Also, please consider subscribing to the channel if you have not. Click the bell, turn on all post notifications so you don't miss a future upload if you're enjoying the content. So a few things that they have to say about this wheel cleaner. One thing that I like a lot is that it is an acid-free rim cleaner is what it's labeled as. Acid wheel cleaners and non-acid wheel cleaners definitely have their place. Me personally, I really like to use a non-acid wheel cleaner because a lot of the wheels that I'm tackling are nothing super horrible. If they are, that's when you need to step it up. But normally in a non-acid formula, you're going to get a safer product to use on all sorts of rim types. So that's why I always like going with a non-acid wheel cleaner. But going over a few things on the back of the bottle here that Koch-Chemie has to say. Magic Wheel Cleaner is our powerful, viscous, and acid-free rim cleaner that provides innovative performance to mildly and thoroughly clean rims and rim wells. Its reactive component dissolves iron particles with a characteristic red discoloration. Special dispersing agents gently remove stubborn dirt from the surface. This viscous setting ensures that the sprayed on Magic Wheel Cleaner adheres excellently to the surface. Dirt remains bound and the cleaner does not dry up, even after extended application time. Areas of use: painted alloy wheels, high quality chrome wheels, steel rims. Recommendations for use: do not use on hot painted surfaces or in direct sunlight. Check suitability and compatibility prior to use. Shake Magic Wheel Cleaner briefly prior to use and spray on the rim surface and rim well thoroughly. Depending on amount of dirt, allow 2 to 5 minutes for Magic Wheel Cleaner to take effect on rim, then rinse thoroughly using a high pressure spray. Before using, check suitability and compatibility. May be corrosive to metals. So as they have to say about their product, this is a spray on, let dwell, let it attack those particles, rinse off. So that is one thing I'm very curious about. I want to see how well it works. Another thing that's super exciting about this product to me is that it has chemicals in here to attack ferrous metals. So that is where the red discoloration is going to come from. So any kind of iron particles, which is in your brake linings, that is going to get stuck in your wheels because your wheels are hot, and the metal is going to be softer at that point, or the paint, if you have painted wheels, it's going to let those metals kind of bond and stick into the surface of the rim. This, having chemicals to basically get rid of those ferrous metals, attack them and dissolve them, is going to be really good to have to get those out of your wheels, and especially if you are prepping your wheels to put on some sort of protection on them. Another thing I'm really curious about to see with this is the foam that it produces. I do like a little bit more foam out of wheel cleaners, just because basically the foam is going to add lubrication, it's going to encapsulate the dirt, it's going to make for a safer cleaning surface. So I do like a product that is going to add lubrication, something that's not going to be real dry and it's not going to foam up a lot, because then you can kind of induce scratches or swirling, especially into some higher end rims. The rims that I'm going to be cleaning are definitely not a higher end rim, but I like my stuff to look nice and I want to minimize the scratching and defects as much as I can. But let's head on out, try out the Koch-Chemie Magic Wheel Cleaner and see how well this stuff performs. So over here on the front passenger side, this is going to be the one that we are not going to do any sort of agitation or a contact wash on. What I always like to do is I like to rinse the wheels down first with just clean water. That can be a few different things. Some people may say, okay, you're diluting the product. Some people say, no, you should definitely rinse it down to remove any loose dirt and grime. That way you're not inducing any kind of scratches or marring onto your wheels. So that's what I like to do. So I'm going to just rinse this wheel down and then I will spray the product on, let it dwell for that 2 to 5 minutes. It is not in direct sunlight, but we are outside. So I want to see how long the working time is with this product, the dwell time on it, and then see if I can capture any of that red discoloration, as they mentioned, that is basically attacking those ferrous metals and breaking them down and dissolving them. So they say to just lightly shake it. You can tell that it is a thicker gel in here. I do like that because it's going to stick and adhere onto the wheel to allow that dwell time. I like a thicker wheel cleaner, so let's go ahead and spray this on, see how well it works, and also how thick this formula is. Okay, so getting it sprayed on the surface, first thoughts. The sprayer on the bottle is very, very nice. It atomizes it. It is a nice, thick gel. We will come in and take a closer look, but it is clinging onto the surface very well, slowly just pulling those particles down. One thing about it is the stuff stinks. It does not smell good at all, but normally when you have a product that does have some kind of ferrous metal iron remover in it, it normally stinks. This stuff does stink. So hopefully it works well, but the smell is definitely very, very strong. So coming in to take a closer look, you can see in the barrel of the wheel, we are getting that red discoloration as they were talking about. So it is breaking down those particles and it's actually turning red really, really good. Trying to get the best shot as I can because the way that the sun is hitting it is kind of hard to see, but it is breaking it down. We have spots within the lug nuts here that it is breaking the metal particles down, and on the wheel kind of in between the spokes right here. So this stuff is working very, very good. You can basically see these suds from spraying it on. They're just stuck onto the surface. So it's doing a great job of clinging onto the surface, not just running off. So it's just sitting there attacking any kind of the nasty little metal particles that are in this wheel. And the longer it sits, the more of these particles and this red discoloration you can see. So I do like seeing that. I feel that it is working very, very well. I'm just curious to see how this stuff is going to work, not being in a contact wash on this wheel. I'm gonna get the camera set back up. I'm just gonna speed it up, but we're just gonna let this stuff sit here and dwell. It's been roughly about a minute now, and it is not drying up at all. It is still very wet on the surface, so the working time so far is really, really good. So we're now sitting about the 3-minute mark. This stuff is still on the wheel. Very, very good. As you can see, it is just clinging to it super good. It is not drying up at all. It's not in direct sunlight, but it is outside and there is some sunlight on it, so it is not drying up. Very impressed with the working time. I'm just going to zoom this out just a little bit. Now I'm going to go ahead and just rinse this wheel off. I'm very curious to see how this product rinses off, if it rinses off easy or if it likes to really stick and cling and kind of hard to get off the surface. So we'll see its rinsing characteristics of how well it works. And then hopefully we'll see some of this nice purplish red stuff just ooze out from this wheel when I'm rinsing it. So hopefully you're able to see there, it rinses off really, really well. There was some of that nice purplish stuff pulling off this wheel. So far, I am very impressed with how well this stuff is done for basically not doing any kind of agitation whatsoever. So let's come in and take a closer look. So as you can see, this wheel is still wet, but it has turned out really, really good. It rinsed very easily. There is a few spots that I see of stuff that is kind of left behind. Maybe I just need to let it dwell a little bit longer, or I can come back in for a second application and let it dwell to attack those a little bit more. But for me, I'm just gonna go ahead and come in for a contact wash, but we're going to do that on the other side on the front driver to basically see, does it make a difference? If it does, and then also what kind of foam that it generates with an agitation and its cleaning powers and capabilities of doing that. So of course the application is going to be the same. Absolutely love this sprayer on here. It gets very nice coverage, atomizes the product really, really well. But basically we're going to be doing the same thing, just spray it on, but instead of this time, might let it dwell for just a little bit, but I'm going to come back in with my brushes. And I'm actually just going to do that now because it is dwelling a little bit. We're going to see what kind of foam that this stuff produces using a brush to clean it. If it feels that it's very slick under the brush, or if it's kind of draggy, we will see all of that good stuff. So right away, first off, just cleaning the barrels, it is very slick, and you can see the foam there that just pulled out of the wheel. It's creating a lot of foam. So I think that is good, like I said, because it's going to encapsulate the dirt. It is a slicker formula under the brush, so that is good also. Very, very impressed with this product. Just come in with my smaller brush. Yes, this product feels really, really nice using a brush on the surface. And it is creating a really good amount of suds, and very slick suds at that. So I really, really enjoy this. The only thing I don't enjoy at all is the smell of this stuff. This stuff reeks. It does not smell good at all. But you really cannot count that against a product for not smelling good, because if the product works good, it's definitely it's a trade-off because the product's performing so well. But I always like something that smells good, because when you're using it, it's just a nice, pleasant user experience. But with the way this stuff smells, but you're not getting that nice smell and that user experience. But it works really, really well. As you can see on the brush, nice thick suds. It is done really good. So let's see how it rinses now that we've agitated it. It should rinse just as good as the other side, and we'll see if it cleaned a little bit better, which it should. Anytime you do a contact wash, it's always going to clean better, but we will definitely check that out too. So we'll come and take a closer look. It did rinse very nicely. Did a really, really good job, especially on this contact wash. I am very impressed with how good it did on a non-contact for just a spray on, rinse off. But for these wheels, it definitely needed a contact wash, as you can see. And it has done a very, very good job. Hasn't left anything behind. That is some old tape on the inside of the barrel there that you can see. The wheel is very, very clean. Hasn't missed anything. Very impressed with how this stuff is done. Amazing cleaning power. Great foam if you're doing a contact wash and adding some agitation in. So if your wheels are very, very dirty, I would suggest doing a contact wash. If they're not too bad, you can come in for just a maintenance wash of a spray on, rinse off. And this stuff has worked really, really good, and I am very impressed with it so far. All right, so as you guys can see, the wheels are now dry. Very, very clean. The Magic Wheel Cleaner by Koch-Chemie has worked out super, super good. Very impressed with it. Really, really like it. It definitely has a strong odor to it, so if an odor that is strong and doesn't smell good is something that you don't like, then maybe this isn't the product for you. But all in all, it has worked out super, super good. I am very, very impressed with it. Just want to bring you guys around to the other side so you can see all the wheels. Very, very clean, effortless to use. It has done a fantastic job. Let's check out this back wheel real quick, and then we will get into my final thoughts on the Koch-Chemie Magic Wheel Cleaner. But as you can see, they have turned out really good. All right, so my final thoughts on the Koch-Chemie Magic Wheel Cleaner. This product is fantastic. I really like it. Great, great cleaning power. You can either use it with agitation or without. Of course, you're gonna get better results if you use a contact or agitation with this product. Thumbs up, extremely nice. Lots of lubrication, lots of suds, really encapsulates and lifts the dirt and the grime. Love that it'll take out any kind of ferrous metals that are stuck into the wheels. Love the thick formula, it clings. Personally, this is probably one of the best clinging wheel cleaners I have used to date. It doesn't just run off the wheel, it sits there, it does its job, and it does the work of cleaning the wheel up. It rinses very, very easy. All the residue comes off of the wheels with ease, so it is not hard to rinse off of the wheels. Let me know if you've enjoyed this video. If you did, remember to smash that thumbs up, help the channel out. Your support is greatly appreciated. Drop a comment down below what you think of this product, if you've used it. If you have not, personally, I would recommend picking some up, trying it out, and using it. It works extremely good. But as I mentioned, if you don't like that really strong rotten egg smell, then this might not be the product for you, because it is very, very strong, but it works really, really well. So for me, the only con is the smell, but everything else that this wheel cleaner does completely blows that con out of the water and makes this wheel cleaner a very, very good product. Remember to subscribe to the channel if you have not. Click the bell, turn on all post notifications so you don't miss a future upload if you're enjoying the content. Thank you guys so much for stopping in and checking out this video. Your support is greatly appreciated onto the channel, and I cannot thank you enough. But I will catch you all in the next one, and until then, take care.
Shaka on the beats, 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 Shaka on the beats.